How's everybody doing out there tonight? No slideshow tonight because, hey, it's about leftovers. So I'm just going to go ahead here and jump right into doing a little roll call saying hi to everybody that's here. First one in was Howie at Food Forest Permaculture, then Brenda at Duncan 1900 Homestead, then Jay, then Gear Grindin 19, Shady Hill Homestead. And they're all talking just now. I got to scroll. Digs Outdoors, Stephanie Joe Roundtree, Kaylin Strain. And everybody's talking. Idaho Garden Girl. And bring it on down. Gardener Josh is here. I missed him. All right. Ginger Ninja's here. CR, Creative Redundancy from North of the Border. And I'm scrolling as fast as I can. I know it's going to jump here in a second. Carol, Fishes and Lowe's Life. Mama Bear. CB at Hugo Homestead. And coming on down, making sure I'm getting everything here right. Everybody's talking about Tim Fergal, and we're caught up. Courtney's putting the little one down for the night. No, she's not rocking him to sleep. But hopefully Bruce will be over here so he can tell some of the recipes that Purple Tea Bear has. Anybody out there that has some recipes that wants to come up here, I'm going to throw the link here over here. All right, so just you can come up and join us, and rather than having to type out stuff, you can talk about it. You don't have to stay up here very long if you don't want to. You can come and go. But there's the link, and we're going to be talking about things to do with all that leftover stuff, unless you planned very well and you have very little left over. So everybody's saying hi to each other, so I'll just keep that going on. Just those that didn't catch it in the last live stream, here in beautiful southeast Idaho, the temperature currently is, now let me hit the refresh, and it's still holding at 36 degrees, supposed to drop another 10 degrees before morning time. Tomorrow's supposed to be a high of 43 and mostly sunny tomorrow. Tomorrow night is a low of 31 with mostly clear than patchy fog through Sunday morning. So that's what the weather's like here. And just catching up, but trying to keep an eye on the side chat. One of the things that my wife does pretty much every year, of course, I'm not there, so she may not. Mary Beth Smith's in the house. Hi. For the leftover turkey, she generally makes turkey enchiladas, and she makes her own enchilada sauce. There's a place near our house in California called Los Panchos. It's a small chain. It actually started out as a single hole-in-the-wall restaurant, which was absolutely fabulous. And they did so well, they opened up a second one and brought in more family members. And I think they got like 3 or 4 of them now. But their mole sauce is, I could practically drink that straight. It's so good. And I froze. And hey, Tammy. And so my wife spent about 3-4 months experimenting till she had something that's as close to theirs. They still have a secret ingredient. We haven't figured out what it is that makes it taste the way it does, but it's pretty daggone close to theirs, and that's what she uses when she makes her turkey enchiladas. So, Tammy, I sent you the link if you want to come up here and share some of the stuff that you do of your leftovers. Mama Vet, all right. Planned very well. Had no leftovers. Ate at one of their son's houses. They had the leftovers. Yeah. So, anyways, so the thing is, what is your number one go-to leftover recipe? Whether it's for the turkey or whether it's for the potatoes or the yams or whatever it is, what's your number one go-to and recipe for dealing with some of the leftovers from Thanksgiving? And here's Bruce.
Hello.
Hello. Let's see what turkey mole sounds yummy. Mama Bear says fried turkey hand pot pies. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. Hand pot pies. Let's see. Gardner Josh does turkey and gravy over rice. That's cool. And Idaho Garden Girl, I make green chili turkey enchiladas, but I don't have a recipe. Those ones that's passed down and ingrained into your mind, and you just don't do anything with it. CR says turkey in a blanket. You didn't get the link? All right, here, I'm going to throw the link in the chat. And I got there we go. Oh, never mind, found it. Yeah, turkey and gravy rice combo sounds good. I did something and I lost it on the footage. I was doing it for Tasha's Prep for It food challenge, where I took some of the canned chicken, 2 cans of the canned chicken, 1 jar of the big classical pasta sauce, the roasted garlic, and a couple cups of rice. And we mixed it all together, and it was actually pretty good. My wife still wants to add a little more minced garlic to it, but from coming off the shelf for emergency supplies, it was good.
Yep. Okay, Faye went and got her recipe. It's called Frontier Turkey. Okay. So what it is, it's 2 cups of diced turkey, 3/4 cup of diced celery, 1/2 cup of diced onion, 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, and then 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. Put that all in one of those 13x9 pans, mix it all together, and then on top you crush potato chips. We usually use Lay's. Crush it on top, throw it in the oven, and let's see here, bake it at 375 for 25 minutes, and you're good. It is awesome. I didn't think I was going to like it because I'm not a huge mayonnaise fan, but it turns out great. You just mix that all up, and normally she doesn't use the celery, onion, or any bread if she's got stuffing left over from the turkey. So she'll just use that as the bread, onion mix, and it turns out really good. We do it every year, so that's pretty good.
That sounds delicious.
It's kind of like one of those, what would you call it, casserole type deal, because you do it in a 13x9, so it's pretty cool. She tried it that one year. It's one that her mom used to do, and we're like, okay, let's try this. Tried it. I was like, oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, sometimes you look at something, I'm not sure I'm going to like that, and all the ingredients just change. It just creates something that's tongue tantalizing.
Yep.
Hey, Tammy, how's it going?
Good. Thanks for inviting me up.
Yeah, I have a feeling you probably have something you do with leftover.
My favorite is turkey and wild rice soup.
So that sounds good.
I take the leftover celery, chop it up, an onion, the leftover carrots from the relish tray, the broth from the turkey, some turkey meat. I can that up, and then when I'm ready, I open a jar, add my rice and wild rice, and in 15 minutes, I've got turkey soup.
Cool.
That sounds delicious. Yeah. Does anybody out there, speaking of soups, take the carcass and put it in a pot and then boil down and get all everything off it and make up a broth for that for stuff. And I see Tammy shaking her head. Yes.
I was very disheartened I did not get the turkey carcass this year because I didn't do the turkey.
Uh-oh.
So we will be doing another turkey just so I can do that.
Yeah.
Now I just had a thought here. Some people have talked about it. I know my wife does the turkey enchiladas. And since we got a canning expert here, if you do it, can you the enchiladas and put it like you buy the enchiladas in the store can you can those in a jar?
If you can find it in a store, you can do it. Yes.
Because that sounds like something I'll need to get my wife to experiment with one of these times here with the pressure canner.
If you fold them about the right size, you can get 4 or 5 in a pint jar.
Cool.
If you do the little wrappers.
Yeah. Because that, I mean, what do you wrap it with? Parchment paper or is there some?
I've only done the tamales. I haven't actually done the enchiladas myself. So I just use the corn that they do the tamales in and put them in.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's getting so many ideas. I know I'm going to have to be reviewing this at the end and writing stuff down.
Yeah, we've got another one we do too. We'll do it in between when she does the casserole up. We'll do an open face sandwich that'll have the dressing on the bottom, leftover mashed potatoes. Usually we'll have some of the green bean casserole left over. We'll throw that on there, put turkey on the top. Or no, sorry. She makes gravy up, puts the turkey in the gravy, and then we pour that over the top once it's cooked up. Oh, that's good stuff. Open face sandwich. Oh. That good enough to make you slap your mama.
I do a cold sandwich where you make, instead of making chicken salad, you make turkey salad. Again, slicing up the celery and making a turkey salad. But then you slather a layer of cranberry relish on and then put between your bread. Yep. And I had that at a really nice restaurant and I went, oh, I can do that at home.
One of the things that you guys just made me think of was something. Well, my grandmother passed away the year that my wife and I got married. But she used to make after Thanksgiving, because basically we'd have stuff. She would do a turkey. My cousins would do a turkey as well. And sometimes we'd migrate from house to house, so we're all turkeyed out. The turkey starts at noon and ends at 8 o'clock in the evening. But she would have everybody bring the carcasses over to her. And then she would strip as much meat off as she could, and she'd boil it, do the cooking stuff. And she cooked it for a couple days after she got the carcasses out. And then basically she made like a turkey stew. But then she'd put it in her low, big, wide pan and dumplings all over the top of it. Oh, nice. Yes. Oh man, I tell you, some of me and my cousins ate ourselves sick on that. But yeah, so instead of chicken and dumplings, it was turkey and dumplings.
Well, don't tell my kids, but 9 times out of 10, when they're told I'm making chicken and dumplings or chicken soup or chicken and noodles, I bought the turkey on sale this time of year, canned it, and I opened it up, and it's not really chicken. Not at 33 cents a pound.
Yeah. And here I spelled it wrong. Okay, I'll just do it this way. I was going to put it in.
Control that was visiting me earlier.
Okay. All right, guys.
Courtney got it.
I know. I'm hitting the button, and boom. I had something pre-set up. So, There we go.
What can I say, CR?
Courtney's fast because she's just been waiting for that. She's been itching her trigger finger.
Yeah, I had a feeling that somebody ticked at me, and so this is probably still our friend Richard from over in Seattle, or one of his buddies. So I had it all set up. All I had to do is hit the save button, and yeah, okay, you're gonna have to stick around for 20 minutes and give me watch time.
I hate the Nazi KKK BS. I'm like,
Yeah.
I rather have freaking Harvey back than to watch that name come across the freaking screen. Pisses me off like instantly.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone, go ahead and if you can still click on it and report it as a hate thing and a harassment, and tell them you feel harassed by it too. Yeah. So. Yeah. So we're okay. So we're back. You can the turkey and you serve it that way. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Sean. So yeah, there's a lot. I mean, I'm sorry, my mind is still. Yeah. Anyways, I got calm down, be peaceful. Yeah. There's got to be. All right. So we've talked about turkey. What about the potatoes or the yams?
Oh,
anybody have, or are those all gone? Or those all gone by the time 9 o'clock rolls around?
Well, the yams, like I wouldn't make those into anything because I like them the way they are. But my mom always makes potato patties. Always, she fries those suckers up, and we just actually had that tonight. So.
I know my mom wasn't too big of a fan of the potato pancake patties, but she would always have some russets standing by, and she would start cooking, dice them up, cook them, and take the potatoes and make it, and not just the potato soup, more like, because she's dumping the mashed potatoes in there, more of a potato chowder. So it's a little bit thicker and chunky and everything.
Oh, the door of my fire's open, so just give me a second.
Well, the fire's
open. Take care of that, please. For her
that could be a problem.
Wood burner, she left it open, I guess.
Well, you where my mind went. My mind went to oven and the bread.
Man, she's never going to live that down. Just make sure it's not everything bread and you're fine. You've heard that one, haven't you, Tammy?
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, Tammy doesn't know that one.
Courtney, was it the oven door that was open with the bread on fire?
No. Oh, my God. You guys are going to make me tell it to Tammy?
No, we'll let you tell it to her at another time.
Yeah. We'll do that off camera.
Okay. Tammy, I swear I'm not that big of an airhead. I promise.
Your blonde roots are showing.
Speaking of the yams, I decided to make butternut squash because I had some given to me, and it was a new recipe. I have never cooked butternut squash. My mother was an acorn squash person. I've never tried to cut and peel and make butternut squash. So I spent half an hour peeling, and my son was helping me, or it would have been an hour, peeling these 2 squash, cubing them up, put them in the oven on 400 degrees for 20 minutes. They weren't quite done, did a little more time, turned the timer off, and forgot and left the oven at 400 for another hour.
Oops.
We had little burnt offerings.
Well, you didn't have butternut squash still.
Actually, it only scalded the top, so like every single little cube had like a 1/4 inch of black.
Yikes!
Oh,
yeah, I got about 9 butternut squashes in my basement. I'm gonna have to start cooking them.
I had never tried to peel one of those things before. That is not easy.
Yeah, I peeled all my pumpkins. I peeled all my pumpkins for to can them. I peeled them with a potato peeler.
Someone
I'm
joked
cooking
to
them
me
first.
about butternut squash. It's easier if you have a woodworking bench. You put them in the clamp. You use the draw knife and you turn it and just use the wood draw knife and just do it that way.
We bought a special vegetable peeler that's extra long from Cutco. Nope. And it was brand new. So it wasn't like it wasn't sharp. Never again. We'll bake them with skin on and worry about it later.
Yeah, that's what I did with the butternut squash recently. I cut it in half, which I couldn't even do that because it's pretty tough.
Yeah.
My husband had to do it. I cut it in half and then I just put it in the oven. And then while it was there, I just put brown sugar and marshmallows on the top of it while it was in there.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I did a savory. This one called for garlic, salt, and pepper, and that's it.
Oh, that's cool. There's one out there that I really want to do. It's a stuffed one, and it requires wild rice. And then you stuff it with the stuff, and then you close it back together, and then you wrap it. I don't know if you wrap it with rope or what, but
is that like the link is in the link?
Wrap it with bacon.
Yeah.
Keep coming at me, Bruce. You turd.
Well, Purple's actually done this once or twice. She got the spaghetti squash, got that out of there in the string, so it's like spaghetti, and then she put zucchini that was in the same style. We cut it that way with some tomato sauce. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, it's actually really better for you than regular noodles. I use a lot of wheat noodles for stuff, but yeah, it sounds really good.
I think that chop saw advice was pretty good advice because I did not know butternut squash were this hard to.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. Over the summer, we grew the round Denise zucchini. And I cut it in half, and I'd scoop out the insides, and fill it with spaghetti, and then bake that, and put a ton of cheese over the top, and then put obviously I put the insides back in there, but it was really good, really, really good. Unfortunately, we didn't get a whole lot of zucchini this year. It was okay. We got plenty, but they were only this big, I think next year I'm gonna grow the black beauty ones. I think the bigger ones.
Okay. Just reminding everybody, if you're not subscribed to everybody on the panel here, please subscribe. They got some great videos out there.
Yeah, and I'm uploading a video tomorrow, so FYI. And it's my husband's video. It's not even mine. It's my husband. He put it together.
Yeah, I got to upload one too on a new tool I just bought.
Cool.
For my Craftsman C3, all my cordless tools and stuff. So I got to got that a new tool. It's a brad nailer, and I put it to good use already around here.
The heck is that?
I don't know.
Did you hear that, Gil?
Yeah, it buzzed, and almost and the volume changed on it, like someone was.
It's some massive feedback.
It might be. Let me put myself on mute. It might be my computer fan. If I can.
Oh, you know what? It does sound like a fan.
I think it's my computer.
About it,
fan.
yeah.
I think it was hot sitting down there on that fan.
Yeah, Bob's usually when his goes up, it sounds like an alien. Squeaky,
Yeah.
squeaky, squeaky.
Yeah. Oh, there I am. I'm gonna put myself on mute.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's okay.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I was just making sure because he had that yo-yo in here earlier, it wasn't somebody messing with him.
Yeah. So let me go back here, catch back up on this, make sure. You see the question, Bruce?
I just made more work for myself. Oh, Lord. Someday I'll learn to keep my mouth shut.
Really, to be quite honest, though, I mean, squash in the garden, once you get it planted and started, it just kind of like takes over itself. You know, like it just kind of does its own thing.
Well, we got to get some asparagus here because I love asparagus, but it takes 2 years. That's what sucks.
Yeah, I have a whole case of it, so let me know. I can send you some. I got it for like
Hell.
70
Bruce?
cents a piece or something. So,
Do you follow Shit Happens?
Not that I know of.
Okay, CJ is a funny guy, and he's in northwestern Ohio, and it's called Schick Happens, SCHICK, and he grows asparagus up there, and he's done several videos on his asparagus. And the way he keeps the weed out of his asparagus, because this is rather unique, he salts the bed, puts a bunch of salt out there, kills everything but the asparagus.
That's a good idea.
I'm going to ask my husband if he still has the asparagus, because I don't know what he did with it, but I have literally a whole box full.
You tell him if he doesn't have it, that you're going to get some everything bread.
While he's in the shower.
Yeah. Tammy's sitting there. What the hell are they talking about?
If not, you guys, I have some asparagus seeds. I know for a fact I do, so I can send you guys some.
I do know that when my wife moves up here, I'm going to have to take one of those IBC totes and turn it into an asparagus bed for her. I know that's coming.
I think it calmed down. It shouldn't be so loud now.
Yeah, you sound fine now.
Okay. With asparagus, when you start it from seed, you have to soak the seeds overnight, and then you have to cut each seed and score them, or they won't be able to break through the seed hull and grow. And you can also double time your asparagus bed, Gil, by planting strawberries as the ground cover on top of your asparagus.
Yeah, because they'll just pop right up there. By the way, they're pretty resilient because we laid cardboard down in our garden to minimize the weeds. And they actually came and popped up through the cardboard. I was like, holy crap.
Okay. So answering a question there, Dave's pulled off of YouTube for a while. He's having to sell some of his equipment to pay for Charles, the laptop that Charles broke at school. So there's $600 right there. And he sent me the invoice and everything else. He says, I'm not kidding. Look what they sent, you know. So, yeah. Kids.
That's so weird.
I think you had to throw the blame back on the school. Well, your internet cut out on him. You guys are the ones that ticked him off. You got a lousy internet.
I'm sorry. He did it at school? I thought he did it at home.
At school. The internet at school went, and Charles was in class doing something. And he's like, bam.
Interesting. And there was no insurance or anything on it. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I guess the school thinks insurance is too much of a cost to have.
Most of the places like schools, police departments, fire departments are all what is called self-insured, which means that they are not required to have like an insurance company that covers them because they are a tax entity. They are self-insured. So that's why you always hear if the school district gets sued, it's you that's paying for it because literally you are, because they are self-insured.
Yeah. So that's one of the things, because, they're self-insured, but like if the insurance company will go after whoever caused the car accident, they're saying, okay, we're paying for it, but you got to pay us back. So that's how come Dave's being absent now for a while. So, but I just thought of another thing to use some leftovers for. Chili.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do turkey chili. That's good.
I have this kit for white chicken chili. You could use turkey and it would be amazing. I would love to. I haven't made it yet, but I would like to do that.
And depending on how you do your chili, you could don't get freaked out, people. It depends what you can put in there. You may be able to throw the yams in there too, and or some of the potatoes or whatever stuff, you know. And you know, chili originally did not have beans in it. Real chili does not have beans in it. And you go down to Texas, and you talk about putting beans in chili. You're looking to get hogtied and tossed out in the corral with the pigs.
Yeah, I like my kidney beans though. I like them in my chili.
Yeah. That chili I made, I don't know what it is. After sitting in the fridge for several days and stuff, I went and had a small bowl of it. Woo! I raised the Earth's temperature with all the greenhouse gases I was putting on.
They're going to come after you instead of the cows.
Yeah, they're going to chase me down with Joey's Depends.
Oh my God, they're gonna mask Gil's ass.
Oh Lord!
Ooh, turkey taco soup.
What time is it? Are we on the 11 o'clock chat?
Sorry.
Yeah,
Naughty Courtney.
And Jay's right about it. It wasn't ground beef. It was chunks.
Mm-hmm.
It was, you know, they cut up chunks and stuff to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I gotta check my fire.
Check the kitchen.
Just don't bring Gil with you. It could be dangerous.
That was 2 days ago. I had that chili. So my wife and my daughter, the night I made it, tried it. They both said they had gas bad that night. I didn't have any, and only thing we think of it was the Winco chili packet that we added to it, the mix. So the next time I do it, I'm gonna do exactly the same thing. Only I'm gonna use the McCormick's chili mix, and if it still does it, then I'm gonna try using just doing one from scratch.
I use the McCormick's chili mix in my chili all the time, and regular chili powder. And I use, before I started canning my own tomatoes, I used V8. But now that I have my own, I made my own V8. So I'll be using that, and I've used it already this year. I got one that is so dark, it's almost black. So I'm really curious as to what that's going to taste like. I was like, man, that turned dark. It looked really rich. So
did you put some of that purple beets in it or something, or the purple?
No, I was going to put purple carrots in it, but we didn't have a whole lot. So yeah. I grew celery this year, and we put some of my other carrots in there, and onions and peppers. And we boiled it or roasted it down for a couple of days with the tomatoes. And it smelled good.
So I got a question just popped in my mind. Sorry. People that have leftover cranberry sauce, what do you do with it other
Eat
than
it? Inhale it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so good.
I've never been a fan of cranberry
You're
sauce.
muted, Tammy.
Everybody else eats it. You know, and from my generation up, my daughter eats it. My one son won't touch it. The other one, I'm not sure if he's eating it now or not. Where you just,
I'm the only one at my house that likes it. And one year I decided to make thumbprint cookies and use that as my filling. And now those are the first cookies that disappear off the rack because they're sweet and sour.
Yeah.
I don't tell them what the filling is. I just say they're thumbprint cookies. And that's the first cookies that disappear.
Duncan, I eat it all around. I eat it like the cranberry sauce in the can. Like I eat that all year round. I love it. Yeah. And you're supposed to really, I think, put it on top of your turkey, like when you have it, like it's supposed to like be a, that kind of thing, but it never makes it that far. It never makes
all right.
it
You'll love this one, Courtney. what my daughter did with the turkey, she wrapped bacon on it and stuff. And so she had 3 pounds of
3 pounds of frozen?
3 pounds of frozen, no, 3 pounds of cooked bacon that she pulled off the turkey. And she gave each of the boys, several things of bacon because they absolutely love bacon. Gave a little small piece of chicken breast and a blop of the cranberry sauce. Well, number 3 grandson, I look over at the table and I almost fell out of my chair laughing. He has a piece of bacon and he's dipping it in the cranberry sauce, licking it off, dipping it again. Then he smashes the whole thing down and he's licking the side of the bacon to get the cranberry.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. That sounds good. That's cute. Yeah. I've always loved cranberries. Anything cranberries, I love. My aunt used to make this stuff and it had mandarin oranges in it. It was cranberry, mandarin orange, something or another. I still don't know exactly the concoction. It was wonderful. The combination of it all was wonderful.
Everything tastes better with bacon, Gil.
Huh?
That's what I said when I was muted. I said everything tastes better with bacon.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you'll find anybody in here that'll argue that.
Yeah. Well, my daughter decided this year was after when she brought the turkey over because their oven doesn't maintain temperature after so long. It'll maintain temperature for a cake and pizzas and stuff like that. But anything over an hour, it starts going wonky on the temperature. So she did it in my electric oven over here and maintain a nice even temperature. And that's the only thing electrics are good for. I'm not prejudiced against electric ovens, am I? And stoves. Anyways, she put the turkey in and did it for half the time, then came over and put the bacon on. And she realized that what she should have done was put the bacon on the bottom side, pin it in place with toothpicks, and then let it cook for half the time, and then do the top half with the bacon.
Oh, wow. That's
what she's going to do next year. And that way it's totally wrapped in bacon.
Yeah.
But, it's it was my wife's mother that started the family on the bacon on the turkey. My grandmother and my mom used to do the basting and everything else, and then have it in there and baste it, and then the foil over the top of it, and then take it out, part the foil, use the baster bulb and baste it and stuff, and all that fun stuff.
I just lather mine in butter and spices, and then keep lathering it in more butter and spices.
I've never cooked a full turkey before, so I have no idea. I know.
Just make sure Dustin has a fire extinguisher, please.
Bruce,
I'll remember that. Bruce,
she's gonna email the bear and ask the bear to smack you for her.
She'll probably come in and do it anyway, so that's fine.
Oh. All right, so turkey. All right, so Thanksgiving. So you got the turkey. We've talked about mashed potatoes, yams. What other? Oh, the vegetable stuff like the green beans, carrots, cooked carrots. What else? Those people cooking for Thanksgiving, and what do you do with the leftovers that we haven't talked about yet? So, side chat. What do you cook besides the normal stuff or the quote standard stuff that we've talked about so far?
Yeah.
Well, I actually like the green bean casserole. I love that for breakfast. I don't know why. It's good. It's almost like it's
Be right back.
Like an omelet or something. Tastes good.
You missed the corn casserole that you turn into corn chowder.
Oh.
Ooh. I just realized something. It's been probably 15 years since we've had corn on the cob with the turkey. because we wind up with so much leftover. My wife has been eliminating side dishes, and about 15, maybe 20 years ago, the corn on the cob went away because the boys want the yams with the marshmallows on top and all candied and stuff, and the mashed potatoes, and then the turkey and the mashed potatoes, and then the green beans and the mashed potatoes. You can't tell
What do they like best?
When we were doing Thanksgiving at my mother-in-law's, the first year we were down there, she did the mashed potatoes herself, and my wife, having tasted the way I do mashed potatoes, then she did a facial, some sort of facial thing. And so afterwards, she was talking to my wife, and she goes, "Well, why would you make that face?" She goes, "You've got to let Gil do the mashed potatoes next year." Ever since then, I've done the mashed potatoes.
You'll be surprised how many people can just destroy crap.
Yeah.
Like,
and
it just like, you don't know how to make gravy? Like,
oh, my sister's gravy, I kid you not, you can slice it like the turkey and have it on a sandwich this thick. It's solid. It never moves.
That's kind of gross.
You can't pour it. You just have to slice it to put it on anything.
Yeah.
Don't tell her I said that. She is never in charge of the gravy ever again.
Oh, hang on. I got to throw this comment up. Now I mix my dressing with cheese and bacon and turkey and potatoes and other veggies. Ah, cool.
That'd be good.
But yeah, I mean, I try to use instead of people add milk to it. If we have the whipping cream, I'll add the whipping cream to the potatoes, and then I'll still add, the pot we use is a huge pot. I'll still add a full pound of butter to it. Oof. And then the salt, and then I said, "Sorry guys, the pepper served separately."
Thank you.
And because some people smother their potatoes with peppers, others will just a light couple taps and that's it. Others none at all. I'm a none at all guy.
I don't want to see black flecks in my potatoes.
No.
I think you haven't peeled them right. There's black flecks in my potatoes.
I know somebody that put cream cheese in their potatoes, and that was actually pretty good. It's not too bad.
If you put the cream cheese in your potatoes, you can actually make them ahead, freeze them, make them the same as Gil did, but put a thing of cream cheese in it, and you can they freeze really well. So you can make them like a month ahead if you don't.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Q. That kind of sounds almost like a shepherd's pie.
Yeah.
On top of the vegetables, you'd put the any leftover potatoes, and then the gravy, and that. Yeah, that sounds kind of like a shepherd's pie.
You guys are making me hungry. I didn't really eat that much tonight, so I was really kind of proud of myself because I didn't gorge myself or anything like that for Thanksgiving. I just kind of like had a little bits here and there. And yeah, I had two pickled eggs this evening. I've loved the beet pickled eggs. My mom makes those like 3 or 4 days before Thanksgiving, and they're really good.
That's the thing we didn't have this year. We didn't have any deviled eggs on our relish tray.
Yeah, I only had one person that brought deviled eggs to my husband's dad's house, and thought that was kind of, but my mom usually makes that or something, but she made the pickled eggs. That's probably why she didn't make deviled eggs. So
yeah, my wife usually does a pecan pie because her dad loved pecan pies.
Yeah,
and we usually wind up having 2 or 3 pumpkin pies. And if my wife's baking from scratch, she'll do instead of the big pie, she'll do a smaller one. She'll go, "All right, this one's yours," and then she'll hand me the quart of fresh whipping cream. Make your own whipping cream. So I have a little pie with my whipping cream.
that's cool. I didn't really have any pie. I had pecan pie, but it was store-bought. It was not fresh. And my mom made 4 pies, and cherry pie is one of my favorites. Cherry pie, and she made pumpkin. I have the pumpkin stuff. Didn't make anything pumpkin this year. I'm like, I don't know what my deal is this year. I'm just not on top of things.
You're not the only one who thought that. As a little kid, a lot of us wouldn't touch it. Oh, it's devils, no!
The pumpkin in our pumpkin pie was actually pumpkin I canned a year ago.
Nice.
Ooh.
Cool.
Yeah, I wanted to use my sugar pie pumpkins this year, and I still have 2 of them left. They're in the basement hanging out, so I need to make something with them.
Make a pumpkin pie for Christmas.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. From scratch. My mom's like, "Oh, you're gonna make it from scratch?" That's how my mom is. She doesn't like canning. She doesn't like anything. You're gonna make it from scratch? Oh, I've had pumpkin pie from scratch. It tastes horrible. I'm like, okay, Mom.
Yeah. My wife started making pumpkin pies from scratch because she did not, she'd leave one ingredient out, the ginger. Because some of the ones from the store, you walk by, it's like, too much ginger in your pies, you ruined it. But
Better watch out, Ginger Ninja.
I just thought of something, seeing what, where was it here? I saw who said it. I got to look back up. It already scrolled up. Jay said about meatloaf. Has anybody made meatloaf with leftover turkey? Run it through the grinder, grind it up.
You could, I guess, but
not cooked turkey.
Yeah. I was just kind of wondering because the different things you can do with it.
What about making like a turkey? Because my grandmother always she had a meat grinder, and like after like the holidays, Christmas especially, after having a ham, she would grind up the ham and make ham salad. So I imagine you can make like a turkey salad with some celery and some mayonnaise and like some salt and pepper and make turkey salad sandwiches. I wouldn't see why not.
You can take an extra turkey. I always buy them when they're on sale like that, and I take off the breast because I don't want to waste the breast. And then the whole rest of the raw turkey I grind, and then I mix that with hamburger to make it go farther. So you can use the raw turkey and grind it and then make a meatloaf, but not a cooked turkey.
Okay. Just, hey, I just said a thought popped in my mind, and so I had to ask.
That would be really, really dry, I think, if you tried to do it like that. There'd be
There's a place. It started down in Santa Cruz, but once people found out what they were doing, other places started doing it. It's called the 50-50 burger. They take 50% hamburger, regular beef hamburger, and 50% bacon and ham. Mix there, both mostly bacon. Run that through the grind, everything, they grind their own stuff, mix it all up, and you're getting it's called a 50-50 burger.
Interesting.
You don't need to put bacon. You don't need to put bacon on it. The bacon's in it.
Yeah. Huh. I don't know. I think I would like the bacon on it though.
But they put 3 different types of cheeses on it.
Oh God. I love cheese.
Pumpkin pie souffle.
Oui.
That would be interesting.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I gotta put this one up here. So grind turkey into patties, cover it with some panko.
Breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs, yeah.
Cornflakes and stuff, yeah. And make patties for buns. Cool. I'm definitely going to have to wind up replaying this 2 or 3 times. With the wife here taking notes. What's that? Hang on. Okay, did I miss someone coming? Yeah, I did miss someone coming in.
Yeah, Dark 20, Blade 88.
Yeah.
That's the autistic prepper's boyfriend, I think she said.
Okay. Give him a proper hi there. Something I've noticed lately on the chats on the YouTube side, if I put my cursor over it and I try to use the scroll wheel, it sits there and goes. I got to move over and take the bar and move it up just a little bit, and then the scroll wheel will work.
Yeah.
It just started this last week. So if things go by to try to back it up on it, it just goes, system goes vibrating like. All right, just catch that. Okay, bear hold that fort. Just looking, catching up on, making sure I'm not missing anything on the chat now. Okay. Okay, we're coming up on top of the hour. Any other ideas? I'm looking for ideas so I can come off good to my wife. Hey, how about this? Or I can try it first, make it, and when she shows up, I can make it when she gets here again and impress her. Over here. All right, so. Well, I guess he didn't stick around for the 20 minutes to give me watch time and stuff so he could come back and make nasty comments. Oh, okay. All right, so Courtney, coming up on Wednesday, who do you have coming on?
I have, let me get out my trusty calendar here. It's actually Sunday night is the big one. Sunday night I got ladies night, but we're also doing a members only chat at 9:30. It's painting with fishes. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then Wednesday at 9:30 I'm doing Vision Acres. They're coming on. So I'm really excited to have them on, and her husband was in the military, so it's going to be a good show.
Cool.
Yeah.
Tammy, what's your next live you're doing?
I think I'm going to try, I'm going to do with Courtney on Friday at noon on her channel. And then I'm going to try to do lives, a few pop-ups, but I'm going to try to do a live again next Friday night at 7.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I'm going to be making a jam on Friday live with Tammy. With Tammy directing me.
And of course, Bruce, you'll be doing next Friday at 9.
Yep. Next Friday at 9. We'll see what's going on during the week, see if anything stupid happens, and might talk about that.
Oh, what? We're going to talk about our elected leaders? You said stupid.
This is true.
All right. So coming up on Monday for the Fireside chat, the topic, I'm doing topics now on the other ones too now. So but this is kind of an open topic, and anybody that wants to come up and talk about their thing on this can. The topic on this Monday is chickens, the good, the bad, and the smelly. So we're talking
Smelly Ellie?
any and all aspects of having chickens, raising them, breeding them, cooking them, skinning them, whatever.
Smell.
Yeah.
So
that's what that is for this coming Monday. Tactical Tuesday for the preppers on Gray Man Prepping. So that's on this part. This one here is going to be freezing temperatures. How unusual cold can wipe out your preps, especially like if you have your stuff out in the garage and there's no heat in the garage. And next Thursday, I'm starting a new for my Thursday night Thursday talk. It's going to be kind of an open thing to everybody, and a topic as well. And the topic on this is after Yellowstone blows. What are your plans?
Ooh, that's
what are you going to be doing after Yellowstone, the super volcano goes, boof?
Well, that
So
would kind of depend on how close you are, right, Gil?
Well,
Because
and
if you're
I-
too close and it goes poof, you ain't going to know anything.
yeah, and which way the wind is blowing, and how big it is. So we're going to talk about. We're going to have talk all about that on next Thursday on Thursday Talk. So that's what I have coming up, and of course, those of you who are not subscribed to the Broussard Homestead on Facebook. Brett's been posting he updates it all the time, a schedule of all the frozen streams. I mean, live streams. So there are a lot of them on there. It's like, okay, which one do I, 3 channels I like, and they're all on at the exact same time. So it's a lot of replays going on now.
King Poobah did not want to get in trouble. He just said we still have the asparagus.
Oh, I thought I don't know. I had bought I have an entire box full of asparagus roots.
Cool.
So
So, all right. So, thank everyone for sharing recipes and ideas. And, like I said, I know I'm going to be writing stuff, going back and watching this again and writing stuff down. Because I'm just too busy to try to write everything down here. So, all righty. And with that, I think we're all going to say goodbye for the evening. Carol, are you coming on again here in a half an hour?
yeah, she said 11:30 is what
11:30.
my email said.
Okay. So that gives everybody a chance to get their coffee, get their snack, get their little bowl of ice cream ready, and Fishes and Loaves Live.
Oh, I do have ice cream.
Uh-oh.
We'll be live in a half an hour, so head on over to Fishes and Loaves Lives. Okay, what is that? Next Halloween. Oh, Jay, that's a good one, Jay. That was a good one.
Well, you spend a good period of time frozen, so.
Yeah. Actually, I can just do the makeup. Then just be.
Yep.
Okay, I'm melting down. I can't see. I'm blind. Oh, I'm yeah. Okay. So, everyone, as always, stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go out and do anything foolish. Keep on stocking up your pantry and learning how to cook new stuff. All right. Take care, everyone.
Night all.